watch Mr. Heavyweight Boxing today.
Hey, what's up, man? This is Chris, the Nightmare Ariel, and you're watching Mission Boxing.
It's your boy Big Baby Miller here. Listen, we knocking on all bums. First it's gonna be Dylan White, if it's gonna be Joseph Parker, but you know who got the story right? Mr. Boxing Today. You check him out. He got all the latest news on the heavyweight division. And if you don't know me, you soon will, because I'm kicking everybody ass.
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, man. So I got a chance to check out the Luis Ortiz, Christian Hammer, the weigh-in. Christian Hammer comes in at 254 pounds. He was 258 for his last fight against the undefeated German prospect, Michiel Wallace. Christian Hammer won that fight. He got a stoppage victory over Wallace. In the last, 7-8 years, his only 2 defeats have came to the hands of Alexander Povetkin. That was one of his most recent loss, and Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? So Christian Hammer is a sturdy, formidable, fringe contender type of heavyweight. You know, he's going to put the high guard up and come forward. In the last few years here, Christian Hammer has had victories over David Price, which was an entertaining fight. Christian Hammer hit the mat, got up, and David Price tired out, and Hammer kept the pressure on him, got him out of there. And I'll also say his victory over Erkin Tepper wasn't the most exciting fight, but he earned a split decision victory. The first guy to defeat Erkin Tepper. Erkin Tepper also knocked out David Price. And then he beat Michiel Wallace, like I said, in his last fight. All right. All those fights are on YouTube. You can check them all out. Then he fought Povetkin and he lost that fight by decision. All right. So Luis Ortiz comes in at 238 pounds. That is a very good weight for him, man. This is the lowest he has been since the Brian Jennings fight back in 2015, late 2015. I believe for that fight, he came in at 237 and a half. It was either 237 and a half or 237 and 1/4, somewhere in there. It doesn't surprise me that he's 238. And the reason it doesn't surprise me is his trainer said, like a week after the Wilder defeat, he was back in the gym. He wasn't depressed. He wasn't sitting around, you know, with his head down or anything. He was right back in the gym. Because he came into Wilder fight at 241. The next fight after the Wilder fight, against Razvan Kanjanu, he came in at 241. And then the fight with Travis Kaufman, he came in at 241. And so this fight, he comes in at 238. All right. So he's usually around like the last, 6-7 years or so. If I can remember, he's been coming in around this, between 237 and 241. You know what I mean? This same little weight gap. So Luis Ortiz is still in excellent shape and doesn't seem like he's going anywhere anytime soon. All right. A lot of people like to say, why hasn't Ortiz fought this guy? Why hasn't he fought that guy? Well, he has fought Deontay Wilder. He did fight Brian Jennings. But hey, man, like I always say, you can only fight who gets in there with you, man. I mean, you can want to fight everybody, but if nobody get in there with you, there's nothing you can really do. All right. So I think if Luis Ortiz gets this victory, which I think he's going to get the victory by KO, I think it'll be interesting for a few rounds, especially if Christian Hammer comes in with the high guard, looking to be aggressive and coming forward. I see him getting countered to death, but, you never know when a right hand or a left hook lands. All right, but I am picking Ortiz to win this by KO. I think he'll find a way to counter Hammer. And then once Hammer figures out that he's being countered, I think he'll probably be a little reluctant to throw. And then I see Luis Ortiz picking him apart mid to late rounds. All right. Watch out for that lead left hook. Or the lead right hook, I'm sorry, because Luis Ortiz is southpaw. So watch out for that lead right hook. He likes to throw that. And sometimes when he's throwing that punch, he can catch you off guard with it, leading with hooks to where you kind of forget about that left hand. And then, boom, there goes a straight left hand. You know what I mean? And you find yourself on the mat the way Razvan Kanjanu was on the mat. All right. So like I said, man, he can only fight who's in there. The Kanjanu fight he had after Wilder, hey, at least with that fight, man, yes, it wasn't a fight that I was clamoring for, or really nobody was clamoring for, but that was a fight between two guys who, factually, if you go by the facts, who lost title matches. Ortiz had lost to Wilder, and Kanjanu had lost a decision to his longtime sparring partner, Joseph Parker, when Parker still had the WBO title. All right, then he got in there with Kaufman. Kaufman's kind of like Hammer, in my opinion. Like I said, sturdy, durable, savvy, knows how to survive type of French contender type, tough. But I think, once those type of guys steps up to the high level, like Luis Ortiz, I think they'll come up short. All right, that's my opinion on this fight. And the weigh-in, I'm going to tune in tomorrow and watch Ortiz versus Hammer, man. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section about the weight and how do you see this fight going, and who would you like to see Luis Ortiz fight next? Me? Anybody. Pick them, and that's what I want. Anybody. You could pick a name, and I'm most likely going to say, yeah, I want to see him fight him. You know what I mean? Adam Konowski, Dillian White. Dillian White and Ortiz would be a good one. That would probably be number one, but Dillian White, Konowski, anybody, man. Anthony Joshua, if Joshua get past Miller, if him and Deontay Wilder had a rematch, Tyson Fury, I want to see him against everybody. But you guys let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm gone.